Mm. Hey, Crystal. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? Thank you. Oh, okay, cool. I know earlier people saying they want to hear me. What you doing? I'm over here bored. I ain't got no company. Fucking body hurt, man. I hate this shit. Hopefully my numbers go up so I can be able to go home. I'm ready to go. But man, who won in the game? Is the Lakers winning? When I last saw, the Lakers was down by like 6. Is the Lakers winning? Hey, Jamila. Oh, you about to smoke. I want to do that so bad. I want to do that so bad. I hate sickle cell, man. I really do. Like, I always wish shit on my worst enemy. And it's always around like this time of year. Like this time and springtime, it get real bad. But I'm optimistic. Like, I ain't feeling bad like I used to. Like, I used to be in so much pain when I used to come to the hospital. I used to feel like a fucking crisis. I feel like needles. Like, imagine your blood turning into needles and your heart pumping that shit through your veins. Like, that's what that shit feel like. But, man, I try to be. I don't want to be a trooper because that's the police. Troopers are 12s. Fuck 12. But, man. Yeah, and then, like, just like, I think Tuesday was like 40-something degrees. And then it switched. And like I said, I was already starting to feel bad when that had happened. And I guess that shit just hit me. Like it always do. But the good thing is, it ain't bad as it used to be. Then I've been drinking a lot of water and stuff. I just wish, man, I want to do more shit for people with sickle cell. Like, I really do. I want to do something like kids. Like, when they be in the hospital, I want them to be able to have, like, I want to start, like, a big brother, big sister program for kids with sickle cell disease. Or, like, kids that's, like, in high school with like, kids that's in, like elementary school. Because usually when people go in the hospital for sickle cell disease, they be in the hospital for at least 5 days. You know what I'm saying? So just think if it was like a big brother, big sister program with people with sickle cell disease who are older, could go and have like a little brother, a little sister with sickle cell disease. And, when they be in the hospital, they could come up, read books to them, play video games. Because I remember that's what they did when I was in high school, Darwin, and them used to come up there to the hospital with me. And I used to love it. What up, man? What up, Mills? Appreciate you, Battle. Yeah, this shit suck, bro. But I've been doing good with the seizures. I haven't had a seizure in Hellas. But like I was saying, I think it'll be dope to do that. Start like a big brother, big sister program for people with sickle cell disease. And then I just think that, man, the whole black community as a whole benefit from it. Because I swear, I didn't see not one thing about sickle cell on the news last month for Sickle Cell Awareness Month. Not one thing. I didn't see none of the stars that got sickle cell disease talk about it, do nothing about it, or none of that. So I'm hoping that my book will change things. Like I really want to do something. Man. Like I be hating this shit. Then like the shit be all in my back. Like when people be asking me like what the sickle cell feel like, man. Like, y'all know I done got shot before. And I can honestly say like a bad sickle cell crisis, I'd rather get shot again than have a real bad sickle cell crisis. Cause like they got this thing we have sickle cell disease that happened to you. It's called like acute chest syndrome. And basically, man, it feel like you having 3 heart attacks at one time. Like I think the last time I had that was like last November. Man. Like I be telling people like what's up about sickle cell disease is like, bro, there's no cure for it. Like all they can do is give you pain medicine and that barely works. Cause after a certain amount of time, your body get used to the pain medicine. It's just like, nigga. And then I say it just get depressing. Like that's what I think a lot of people, like I put up there, I can't remember the exact percentage. But a majority of people that have sickle cell disease that they've studied, they said that like once it's like at one point in life that they done contemplated suicide. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's fucked up. Like I can honestly like I done heard to that point where I know I was hurting that bad, but I never take that route out. You know what I'm saying? For the sake of my kids. But I understand why they would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I told people before, when I was at Scott and White Hospital in Temple, Texas. I remember there was 6 of us on the floor. That like we was real tight. Me, Cam, Cash, still named Eric, and as I say, it was like us 5 dudes, and it was another woman. I'm not gonna say her name. I don't know if she want me to or not. But out of those 5 dudes, I'm the only dude left. You know what I'm saying? 2 of them committed suicide, and y'all know about the Carter brothers. Like I straight missed them, man. Like I remember every time we was in the hospital, I would sneak in the can room with a key or whatever and steal some snacks and shit. And man, we just like a family. Like I just know like when people have sickle cell, like don't nobody really go visit them. Like all we had was such each other. You know, people just get used to them being in the hospital so much. It's like, well, they're in the hospital again. Like I said, when I first started having my crisis, I remember like it was people used to come see me and stuff. But when they got used to it, me being in the hospital, that shit kind of like dwindled down. Like I think that's where like the loneliness and stuff come into play. And then like I say too, another thing with people with sickle cell disease is that it's harder for the men with sickle cell to reproduce. And I know that's like one of my friends' problem who wound up hurting himself. Like dude was trying for years to have a baby. Like I think it's to the point where he didn't even care about who he was gonna have one with. But he just couldn't do it. Like he was shooting the clubs up left and right. And I think that's just one thing that a lot of men want to do is they don't want to be able to leave their name and, you know what I'm saying, leave a legacy. But, you know, that never happened. And I said it was 5 of us, and now I'm just the last one left. And then I'll be sitting sometimes like, man, it just ain't fair. And like I said, if it was a big problem, like, to where all races was getting it, man, I bet you they would have been had a cure by now. They would have been had a cure by now. But because they don't nobody care. Not even black people. Like I remember I told this one dude that I was smoking whatever, some dude I ain't know, and we were smoking weed. And he was like, can I smoke your blunt? I'm like, bro, I got sickle cell disease. I can't even share this with you. And he straight like, oh man, that's fucked up. I heard about that. Yeah, I can't smoke that. Like, dude literally believed that you could catch sickle cell off contact. Like, bro, you tripping. But that just shows you, like, I had to, like, I ain't even really, like, that shit had straight killed me. Then I said, like, well, it is a big blessing, though. Like, Kaylani, she has a trait. So she got like certain things that she be going through, like it be kind of hard for her to breathe sometimes, and she's always thirsty. And like I said, of course, with sickle cell, your body develops slower. So she's kind of behind. She's tall as hell, but she's still behind on like her growth and development. But my son, K-Son, he ain't got nothing. And like that was a straight blessing because his mom has the trait and I had a disease. And so the doctor straight up told his mom, like, well, with the father having the disease, uh, like it's a chance, real high chance, like one in like quadrillion or some shit that he'll have the either the trait or the disease as well. Come to find out, K-Son ain't got nothing. So I thank God for that. So, but with Lulu, she got the trait, but she already know about. Hey, Dallas. And I feel like shit, believe it or not. That's what I'm trying to talk. I feel like shit. Like I be trying to explain what sickle cell pain feel like. Like sickle cell pain feel like. Imagine your blood, like getting real. Okay. Imagine your blood turning into like needles, just a whole bunch of needles. Like every blood cell turning into like a needle, a sharp pen, and then the blood still has to be circulated through your body by like your heart. So it's like my heart is pumping needles through all my veins, and as that heart is pumping those cells through, they're sharp, and it's kind of like they're ripping the inside of like your vein walls. You know what I'm saying? There's no cure. You can't stop. The only thing they can do is give you pain medicine. That's it. You gotta wait for the whole process to be over. And like I say, what's suck about sickle cell is that because they have to give you pain medicine. They automatically start saying that people with sickle cell disease are drug addicts. Like I was saying, like I think it's fucked up. Like when Cam had passed, whatever, he said he only had like one more pill left, and they weren't gonna give him no more pain medicine. And then with all the drugs that's going on, and the war on pain medications and narcotics, whatever, like people with sickle cell are taking a hit from that because now they're trying to just give us stuff like water and shit that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But if you ask for too much, then you're a drug head. But I think it's fucked up that like I have epilepsy as well. I have epilepsy and I have sickle cell. My epilepsy medicine, my Keppra, costs more than my oxycodone because I get oxycodone and I get Keppra. Like I take nortriptyline for neuropathy, I take Keppra for my epilepsy, and I take oxycodone when I'm having crisis as well for pain medicine. My nortriptyline and my Keppra literally cost more than my pain medicine. But rather than trying to find alternatives to keep, to have people off of, pain medicine and stuff, that's all they do is prescribe you pain medicine. Whereas they don't care about making people with sickle cell get like mental health. None of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay for it. And I just think that if you have sickle cell, it should be mandatory that you should get mental health. It should be mandatory that you can have a psychologist or something. Because having sickle cell is lonely as hell, especially when you got like a type like S or something like that. Because there's 7 different types of sickle cell. It's 7 different types of sickle cell. The type I got is the rarest type. It's called hereditary persistent fetal hemoglobin S. And basically, what that is, okay, when you're born, you're not born with an immune system. As a baby, when it fights off your disease is your fetal hemoglobin. Then by the time you turn 2 years old, that's how your immune system forms. Your fetal hemoglobin in your system just basically goes away. Well, the type of sickle cell I got, only like 1.5% of people have the type I got. And it's called, like I said, hereditary persistent fetal hemoglobin. And what that means is I don't have no immune system. Just like a lot of people with sickle cell disease don't have no immune system. So a cold, a virus, anything. Like if I was to catch COVID right now, I'll be in the hospital for months. That's why I don't be trying to go out like I used to and stuff and do a whole bunch of stuff. But because I don't have no immune system, if I get a cold or anything, that virus or whatever it is attacks those red blood cells, and there's no white blood cells that's fighting that pain out. So those viruses is what causes those red blood cells, because those red cells look like this. And when you have a crisis and the virus hits those red blood cells, they turn into a sickle shape, kind of like a pumpkin seed or whatever, like a stretched pumpkin seed, and it's sharp, and they get real hard and stick. Like I say, it's still pumping that shit through your veins. Only difference is I still have fetal hemoglobin in my system, which is why I went years without even knowing I had sickle cell disease. Like I said, when I was younger, I used to cry about being in pain. I used to cry about being hurting. But also, like I said, they said there was nothing wrong with me. And then I was little, so I had little man syndrome. So basically what I told myself to do was to deal with the pain. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much I was hurting, I always told myself, like, don't cry about it. Don't be weak. And that's how I went all those years without even knowing that I had sickle cell disease. So then, like I said, when I joined the military, they should have found that in MEPS. But they didn't. And because I did so good on my PT test and I did so good on everything, and they needed bodies by the end, that they just went on ahead and accepted me. And in basic, I used to go through it. I'm talking about as far as the different weather changes and stuff like that. But like I said, I didn't know that I had sickle cell disease. And like I said, y'all know who I am. If I put my mind towards something, I'm doing it regardless. So I'm saying, like, in basic, I made sure I got like 300 plus on my PT score. I think I was like one of the few in my class that got the perfect PT score award. Like I was the platoon leader and stuff like that. But then when it had got bad was one of the ways that you graduate, you have to go into the gas chamber. Like you have to literally get gassed, you know what I'm saying, with tear gas and stuff. And so when I went in, I was fine. And then the gas hit. And I'm talking about I started bleeding out of my nose. I started bleeding out of my ears. My eyes turned bloodshot red and all that. And they should have said something right then and there, because the fact that I was bleeding right there showed them that I had a blood disease, is what the doctor said. But because I was such a good soldier, the drill sergeants didn't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? They basically said, well, it just must be, a headache or something like that. But they basically ignored it. You guys seen in my other battles, like, that's the first time that, like, people thought it was literally something wrong. But, like, I was literally bleeding, like, gushes of blood. Like I said, because I was the platoon leader, because I had perfect fit, like, PT scores and all this shit, they just ignored it because I was, like, one of the best soldiers. And so, shit, they not saying nothing about it. I'm not saying nothing about it. Like, let me be in the Army. Let me make my money. And so, it got bad. Like, they put me on bed rest for like a day, but then, like they said, I told them I was fine. They sent me right back. They sent me right back to my unit. So then another thing that happened, because I was stationed at Fort Hood. I'm doing all this with sickle cell disease. I was stationed at Fort Hood, and like I said, it was super hot down there. And like I said, even the first day going down there, I didn't know that with sickle cell that I had to stay hydrated more than regular people. And like I said, even in high school, I ran cross country. And y'all know I was good at cross country. But even then, I was having breathing problems. So where, like, Mr. Betcher even said back then, like, he would have somebody waiting at, like, each half a mile to get me water in order so I can, can breathe and keep going so I can make my medals and shit. So they didn't do that in the Army. Like I said, you ain't finna get no water and shit like that. Like, you have to do what you have to do. And, like, I wound up passing out, and I told them, like, it's something wrong with me. I kept telling them that. But despite me saying shit, they just go ahead, keep pushing, go ahead, keep pushing. And so, I had like a real bad crisis right before we was finna deploy, and it was probably like the first time I had acute chest syndrome, and then that's when they started realizing that something was wrong with me, because they even fucked up then too, because they gave me too much pain medicine. Like I think they're supposed to give me like 2 milligrams of Dilaudid every like 30 minutes, but it was some ghetto ass nurse, whatever. She wanted to giving me like one nurse kind of gave me a dose and another nurse gave me a dose, and then the other one that really wasn't paying attention, she was just like a child, so she kind of gave me another dose. I had like six milligrams of Dilaudid in like a matter of like 5 minutes, to where like my heart stopped and shit. Like they had to give like the Narcan and all that shit. And so finally that's when they decided, like, because I said I was gonna sue and all type of shit, but they ain't gonna let you sue them or anything. Or so they wanted to send me to Fort Sam Houston. And when they did that, the guy was like, by that time I had been in the Army for about 3 years. And he was just like, he could not believe it. He was like, how the hell did you even make it past MEPS? You know what I'm saying? Like, how, like, what are you doing? And so to the point where that's when I had got diagnosed with sickle cell disease, like officially. And so I dealt with it in high school, but it was still the same thing they said in high school. I just got the trait, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was able to get in the Army, because they said I had the trait. And so, like, man, they put me on a dead man profile. And basically just went from there. Like I said, I'm still going through some legal shit that I can't really talk about and all that. But I mean, they took care of me, but they ain't take care of me the way that me and my lawyer and us want us to take care of me. But I just know that having sickle cell, it's a lonely ass disease, man. And like I just feel like anybody that got it, like even if you barely know them, like just check on them from time to time. You know what I'm saying? Tell them hi, tell them what's up, anything. Because it's all said and done, stuff like this, like I gotta get an Uber home because they done gave me some pain meds and I can't drive home. But I'm saying, but who really gonna be up at like 2 in the morning or 1 in the morning to do that for me? You know what I'm saying? And that's why like some people rather not even deal with the pain at home and not even go to the hospital because they know they gotta think about stuff like that. Like the doctors won't even let you leave the hospital if you don't have ever ride home. So then it's like people don't want to get stuck at the hospital and stuff, and that's why some people wind up dying in bed, a sickle cell, or having crises in bed and stuff, because it's irritating. And if you do go to the hospital, how long you gonna have to wait? Then you got to worry about nurses not believing you got sickle cell and not, what I'm saying, having their own little ideas about you and don't even know you. And like I say, I'm blessed for the fact that the Army pays me, what I'm saying, for my service and shit. You know what I'm saying? And the shit I did in the Army. Like, that's the only reason I'm blessed, and where I don't have to worry about a lot of shit. Whereas people who have sickle cell disease, they can't get the benefits of having tried current shit that I got. You know what I'm saying? They can't get the benefits, have someone pay child support. So, if they have a crisis, say you have sickle cell disease, right? And you get put on Social Security. When you get Social Security, you can only make a certain amount of money. Like, I think if it's one child, you can make like $2,200. Like, that's your cap. You feel me? So basically, if you make more than $2,200 at a job, they'll start giving you Social Security. So if they stop your Social Security and you work in a job, what do you have for crisis again? You don't know how long you're gonna be in the hospital. Your job not gonna keep paying you for not coming to work, right? So boom, now you fucked because you stuck in the hospital. You're not getting no income, and now you don't know how you're gonna pay your bills because of, you know what I'm saying, a sickle cell. You're not getting Social Security. So it's like when you have sickle cell, you literally have to limit your life. You know what I'm saying? You literally have to live at the bare minimum. And not only that, like, so you got to worry about people not caring about, you know what I'm saying, what shit you got going on, not trying to care about what shit you got going on, and none of that shit. Not even trying to understand what sickle cell is, because I tell people all the time, it's several different types of sickle cell disease. Everybody don't have the same type of sickle cell disease. But ask anybody, that'd be the first thing they say. Thank you. I don't know how to work this live stuff. I'm trying to get better at this. But I just think that, man, we as a whole, we just got to do more. Even the same thing with lupus. You know what I'm saying? We could be so big about stuff that affect everybody, like cancer and stuff. Like, we losing out on some great people, you know what I'm saying, in the world just because of sickle cell. I know some super talented people that spend most of their time in the hospital and stuff. But it's just like, they isolate themselves, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like me. Like, I'd rather be alone and worry about myself rather than, I mean, I'm not like them. Like, I'm trying to get better at it. I'm trying to start being more outgoing and start trying to not isolate myself like what people told me before. I'm trying to let people know about sickle cell disease and stuff like that. But I know it's a lot of people with sickle cell disease who refuse to really have a regular life because they feel like don't nobody care. And not only don't nobody care, the people that's supposed to care don't even try. Like, man, I'm not even gonna say, but I just know, like, it's family members that got whole families that know that they have sickle cell disease, that have yet to go see their family in the hospital at least once. You know what I'm saying? Like, even now at the age of 32, like, I already have life insurance and all that type of stuff. But like I say, I got the benefit of that because of the Army. It's people that with sickle cell that have been in the Army don't have that option. When they go, and I think that that's fucked up, man. But you don't see nobody big talking about that. You don't see no artists talking about that. We more worried about, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with Tory and Meg and the circus we got going on called the White House, or, you know what I'm saying? We saying, like I say, my thing is we say Black Lives Matter, but what about people with sickle cell disease? And that's basically a black disease, African American, like, you know what I'm saying, minority disease. But I don't know, I'm just rambling. Man. I just want to do more. That's all I know. I gotta be hating this feeling. Hate feeling weak. Hate feeling, you know. But like I say, I'm not the old Ellis. Like I'm really trying to be more positive. You know, have a good vibe about life. Keep on smiling, living through things. Like I said, I've been through so much in my life, man. Like I be thinking like I done beat cancer. Like I say epilepsy. I done got shot before. You know what I'm saying? I got PTSD bad. And, you know, I just look up, like, all the shit that I've been through. It's like, man, I'm still here. You know, like, I can't keep cutting people off and isolating myself all to myself. 'Cause, you know, I'm not thinking about what other people are doing. I got to be an example for my daughter and my son. You feel me? 'Cause, you know, that's what I want to be an example for. That's why I still do my music. That's why I still write, still draw. Because I'm not just going to let sickle cell or this other bullshit stop allowing me from showing my daughter that she could be the best person she want to be if she just put her mind to it and just stay positive. But I know it's things that she want to do for sickle cell, and if I'm not doing it, if I'm not speaking out about sickle cell, she not gonna do it. Your kids watch every single thing you're doing it. She swears she my parent when it comes to sickle cell. She be, Daddy, take your medicine. Yeah, I took my medicine. You know what I'm saying? Like she literally look into the little box and a little thing to see if I took my thing for Monday. Dad, you taking medicine yet? I love my baby, man. I really do. But that's it, man. That's all I really wanted to talk about. Just how much sickle cell sucks. I wish they'll do something about it. Then I say, like, even now I'm in like a little program trying to do the whole stem cells and bone marrow transplants. It's like I kind of scared to do that shit because that shit come with a whole different types of risk and shit. You know, like I don't want to be in no pain no more, but man, you gotta worry about, you know, side effects. Like I said, with me having the type of sickle cell that I got, they don't know what the outcome gonna be. Cause like even up there, if you look up at WashU, I'm the first person up there at WashU Hospital that signed in the sickle cell clinic that they could start recording my results and stuff, so that it could be publicized and spread around the world, so that I could be part of a case study. Like so, I've done the case study with some medicine for sickle cell. Like I'm doing stuff trying to push away forward, but I just feel like I'm not doing enough. And then I just think it's sad because it's artists out here, like big artists that have sickle cell, like what's his name? Tay D, I think it's who the dude that played in damn, what was that movie with the white man? He played as like Why Do Fools Fall in Love? You know, his brother got sickle cell. It's just like, what is he doing? And then the rapper that just died, Corrupt, sickle cell disease. And like I really didn't see a lot of shit that he did, and I don't want to be that type of person. I really don't. I don't want to be the type of person that you know what I'm saying, they just live and die without leaving my mark, you know. And I feel like I've done a lot of shit in my past that, you know, I probably still get talked about and shit I'm not proud of and shit. And I don't want that shit to define me. I don't feel rambling shit. I just ain't got nobody to talk to. What y'all doing? I probably got boring. Well, thank you for the few people that did listen. I hope you learned something. I guess, I don't know, find something to do, probably write some music or something. But God bless. Oh, and let you know, me and my brother, AR Designs STL, please go check out the page or whatever. We already got like some accessory stuff, and like I said, we doing menswear. We also got another surprise coming up soon. But for the logo, I already found somebody to do the logo, but I think everybody to drop the information for that. And let's say some of the stuff that we doing will also go towards like our company. Will also go towards sickle cell research, like doing stuff for sickle cell with kids or kids with sickle cell. 'Cause I say my main thing I want to do is I want to start a big brother, big sister program for kids with sickle cell. It's like I want kids of a younger age, like elementary school, middle school, to have a big brother, big sister with sickle cell that's like in college or you know what I'm saying, high school, so that when they have a crisis, be in the hospital, that they big brother, big sister come with them and like sit with them for like an hour, read a book with them, help them with their homework, you know, just be there for them. Because like I said, that's the best way that you could help someone with sickle cell. Just show them you care. Show them you there for them. Because like I say, it's people out there like how the way I used to think, where I just refused to be in a relationship or refused to fall in love because I didn't want nobody to you know what I'm saying, I didn't want nobody to fall in love with me, and then something happened to me, and then they just left there. You know, then thinking like, I think that's wrong. Like that's what I was thinking. Hey Desiree, she know exactly what I'm talking about. How people with sickle cell refuse to, you know what I'm saying, fall in love and be with people for the simple fact that they know they're not gonna be here long. It's just like, why waste somebody's life? I say like that. The average age for a male with sickle cell disease, but as of now, like I said, I think the last day was 2019. For men, it was the age of 42. You know what I'm saying? I think for women it was 44, 49. But just think, 42. You know what I'm saying? And women, like I think, what's the average age for a regular one? I think it's like 77 or some shit for a woman to live now. The length of life. So that's like 30 years that you living your wife or whoever to be alone. Like that's how I used to think. You feel me? I didn't want to do that to nobody. You know, that's why I said I used to self-sabotage relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like I would personally fuck up relationships just so that person would have to worry about me. And so I was in a relationship before where a person straight up lied and made it seem like they was taking care of me and that they had to quit their job to take care of me, just straight up lying. You know, and that's one thing that I refuse to ever happen again. I would never let nobody ever be able to say that they took care of me. You know what I'm saying? And that I just needed them and that shit. See, he was 28. Like, that hurt, man. Like, 28. Man, like, I straight miss him. I say, like, I think I was more, me and Cam kicked it more than, like, me and Dominique did. I think because we was more around the same age. But, like I said, Dominique was always there. And, like I said, he would always say what's up to me in the room. He would always say hi to me. But it was always Cam that brought the snacks. But it's a fucked up disease, man. It really is. But as long as I still got air in my lungs, as long as I'm still breathing, I'm gonna do something before I pass away. I'm gonna do something for sickle cell. That's all I want to do. But like I say, please check out the also before I leave too, also check out my story on YouTube. Look up Raikage L with sickle cell. It's a story about a boy with sickle cell, or he thought it was sickle cell, but basically it's based off sickle cell, and it's based off of the life of Shaka Zulu. And yeah, check it out. I got magic. It's gonna be an anime. I already got some stuff in the works, and like I said, I love it. Just go listen to the first chapter. It's on YouTube right now. It's L. Look up L with sickle cell, and yeah, I'm getting into that. But thank you for everybody listening. I hope y'all share this shit. And God bless. Fuck sickle cell.